yeah, it is indeed it was a very sad day in Israel. I think everybody knows somebody who's affected either directly or knows somebody who knows somebody who was affected by the October 7th atrocities. It is a day to remember all of those heroes. Now, that is all true. The point I think is important to stress is, what did they fall for? What did our heroic soldiers die for? And in the case that you mentioned, Nikos, which is a very good case, that Jonathan Netanyahu had fallen in battle. He had fallen indeed for a very glorious operation that ended in a very glorious fashion. That is all well. But what did our soldiers who died just now in Lebanon die for? What did the soldiers that their families are still, the ground is still fresh on their grave, what did they die for? That is the question I would raise to our government, to our prime minister, and I'm sure the families of the fallen are raising. What did they send their children to die for if the day after the government is negotiating a surrender against the enemy their sons died to defeat? That is what this day now, unfortunately, in my head, represents. All those who died in vain. For Israel, who is now about to celebrate its Independence Day, has moved away from a truly independent nation, as it was in the time of the Entebbe operation, and it has moved to be a dependent nation, a nation that depends on ceasefires and appeasements, and the US and the UN and Hasbara and PR and all of that nonsense. And while our best sons keep dying and dying needlessly over the same hill again and again and again. And that has been the entire legacy of our Prime Minister, Netanyahu. So that is, to me, what this day means. And I think we should also remember that, and we will.